Okay. I accidentally went offline because I was trying to go through my rating and I forgot that the hotkey is I accidentally hit the hotkey, so my bad. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna address my post game thoughts. So the controls were a little wonky. That was my only issue with it. Uh, I'm gonna say, yeah, gameplay was okay. So gameplay is kind of innate for me. It it's not a bad concept. It's just the way the controls are handled is a little wonky. That's kind of my one gripe with it. Let's see. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, visuals are innate. Some of it looks gorgeous, but there's a couple things that didn't really. I mean, it for a game that was released in 2013, it could have looked a little better. So visuals are innate. In terms of sound, let's see. The music's pretty effective, but it does feel a little overused in places, so I'll give it that. However, the sound design was very good, so that's another 8. So, okay, the story is a 9 because I will admit the game is rather short in terms of story, but it does hold up. Hmm. Okay, characters are a 9. And then, okay, so in terms of like the extra stuff, like the extra values, that one's a 6. And it largely stems with a few things. It would have been nice if captions were a thing in this game, because I know like the characters do not speak English in this game, and I don't want to say it's gibberish, but and granted, I understand body language is kind of like something to really pay attention to with this game, but it's just like I really would have. It's a case where I would have liked captions so I understand what these characters are saying. But that's kind of more of a me thing, so maybe this is something that I probably would not be as uh what do you call it? It's not like a big game breaker for me. It's just a minor thing I wished it's just something I wish the game had, if that makes any sense. But there's also the controls that kind of brings the replay value down for me just a little bit. Uh I mean, we'll see. You know what? No. You know what I'm going to do? Actually, yeah. Never mind. So there's that. There's also the controls that, the way the game is controlled that, I mean, it's a interesting concept gameplay wise. It's just it kind of screws me a little bit. So there's that. Honestly, I'm kind of eager to play this on the Switch. You know, with a friend to do co-op, because that actually sounds a lot more promising. Like it actually might make the game better in my eyes. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and give out my rating right now, which is okay. Okay, give me a minute. I'm going to go to my lists. Where are you? 2013. Oh, and another reason it's not a high point for me, the way the gameplay is utilized is kind of hold on. I'm actually gonna jot this down just a little bit. Hold on. I just realized the puzzles are kind of brain dead if you pay attention to what you're looking at. So hold on. We're gonna. This was something I forgot to. Yep, there we go. All right, this is about right. So for me, when it comes to Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, this game is a 7.5 for me. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It certainly is a good game. It just has flaws. I'd still recommend the game at least. I'll give it that much. All right. All right. So, Super Mario 3D World and Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds. Yeah, we'll see how they stack up against Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons and The Last of Us. I'll play those someday, just not right now. I got other games I want to play. So, before I go, okay, Max Payne 2 is 2003. Where the fuck is it? There you are. Okay, so Max Payne 3. Or excuse me, Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne. That game came out in 2003. As far as what I've logged in on my list, it is up against Silent Hill 3 and Devil May Cry 2. I'm just going to say for a safe bet, Max Payne 2 is above fucking Devil May Cry 2, because Devil May Cry 2 is shit. It's shit. It's a fucking bad... like, I gave Devil May Cry 2 a 2 out of 10. Why do you think I did... Why do you think I looked down upon Devil May Cry 2? That game is shit. It is fucking garbage. Alright. Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, I think that's gonna do it. I was just checking something because I was trying to look for. I was trying to look for some details regarding, because I typically watch fireworks, or New Year's fireworks. So is there a way I can watch? Is there a way I can watch the fireworks on?
Comcast Business is introducing the
Hold
Smart
on.
Business Bonus. For a limited time, you can get up to a $1,000 prepaid card with qualifying internet. So switch to business internet from the
Oh, I have a
convenience of
Roku
your phone at
player,
home
so I
anywhere.
can.
Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
What started an apartment fire in Renton, it forced 13
Oh,
people
wait a
out of
minute.
their homes. Tonight, they are getting help from the Red
Oh
Cross.
shit! I can just watch this on King Five's what do you call it, website.
What a way to end 2023. I really hope this is.
Oh shit! There's a fucking fire at a Renton apartment. Damn, that's unfortunate. Okay, so anyway, that is gonna do it for tonight. This is the last stream I'm doing for the year. 2023. Look, you know what? Let me get some water real quick. I need to drink some more water. All right. All right. So anyway, I want to conclude this year streaming wise by reflecting on what has happened throughout the year. Winter kind of sucked. My workload was greatly reduced, and this was before I, worked at the Mariners Stadium. And then I started working at the Mariners Stadium, and well, that really did some good. Because I would say the highlight of this year was when I acquired this PC. I started playing some games that I likely would have never played. Or I finally played some games that my old PC would not play very well. I was able to play Resident Evil 2 Remake with no problem. And my god, I loved the remake of Resident Evil 2. I was able to play Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, in its full splendor. Well, for 1080p standards, that is. Because there is a 4K way because you can play the game in 4K if you are playing on Xbox Series X. Wait, what?
Before heading off to the Sugar Bowl. No matter what happens to the football team, this season marks the end of an era for the band.
Plus, we are hoping the skies stay clear as we get closer to midnight.
Okay. Sorry, there was a news coverage saying end of an era and it has something to do with the Washington Huskies band or something. I don't watch college football, so I don't know what the hell these guys are talking about. Anyway, so again, games I couldn't play on my old PC. I was able to play with this new one. That, you know, it was high end, designed for gaming, but I call it high end because gaming is not what I do solely with that PC. I also edit videos, and I'm still working on that AMV. It's just one step at a time. Whenever I have a chance to work on it. But and about that PC, that thing was like $1,500. Well, it was worth the investment. I'll tell you that much. Oh man, it's definitely worth the investment. Let's see what's another highlight. Distant Worlds, the Final Fantasy cards are being announced right before my birthday, back in the summertime. So that was a bit of a plus. I'm trying to. Okay, there might be some highlights I might be forgetting. But yeah, again, the PC, working at the Mariners, and also working at the wine store, which has now become my regular, even though I'm seeing one workday next week and one workday the next week. It's part-time. But I'm going to tell them, like, hey, if there's any call-outs, just ask me to, ask if I can come in, you know? I'll tell them that eventually, but look, I'll just take it as is. But yeah, the Mariners Stadium, the wine shop store, you know, I'm fortunate to be working at those places. Yeah, but look, I can't say 2023 was a good year in general, and it is largely because sorry, okay, what is this about end of an era for UW band?
It's not about the music. You know, they've all played Tequila 500 times. It's crunch time on the choreography side for the Husky Marching Band. And this is their last practice before winter break in the Sugar Bowl. Luckily for the Dogs, ready and play. Reigning over this squad is someone with experience. 1 and 2 and H2, ready and. The Sugar Bowl will be UW band director Dr. Brad McDavid's 20th bowl game. We'll be recreating the show that was the music of Metallica. But it could also be his last. So he's watching closely point angle, push the knees not quite as high as where they need to be. Thanks, we've got to go back and spend more time.
Oh, it's the marching band's director. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. Uh okay, like despite I've had some highlights this year, look, this year had some low moments and well, um the the loss of my mother was definitely the low point for me this year. You know, look, I haven't really said this until now, but and it was because I don't really want to I don't really want to be saying this a lot as well as kind of just contemplating this a lot, but you know, because I look, I just try to kind of move on with my life and other things, and you know, now I think is a good time. I don't think there's that much of an issue for me to say this now, but you know, looking back this year and everything, yeah. So, you know, I do miss my mom. You know, but you know, I can at least say with confidence that she's no longer suffering. She had been dealing with health issues for the last 10 or so years. I mean, um, diabetes can be a bitch. It's not a fun disease to live with. And that's what my mom had. Um, there are other things that were kind of a low light, but I really don't want to talk about it because they do pertain to stuff about my mom, and I don't really want to go into too much detail because it's kind of difficult for me to talk about. Maybe one day I'll say this, but I don't really want to share it for now. So, yeah. You know, I'm fortunate to still have this, you know, to still be in this house. Because I thought I was fucking moving out after my mom passed. But, well, we were able to figure some things out. And, you know, that's about it. And you know what? If there's anyone I know that I'm very fortunate to have around, it's my brother. You know, there have been days where he was busting his ass at work, you know, just to maintain a few things. So, you know, it's funny because we've had our, I guess you could say, sibling rivalry, but, you know, he really, you know, he really stepped up, is what I'm saying. Anyway, so I guess in conclusion, and I try not to I try not to address this because every time this gets people address this. I mean, how often do you hear those plans falling through? Okay, look, I'll address a few New Year's resolutions. A few. I'm just going to leave room that there's probably one that probably won't fall through as I plan to, but it's a work in progress. So, let me just address that shit right now. one of my resolutions I'm going to look into is getting myself a passport if I ever need to travel outside the United States. I'll just leave it at that. 2, hitting the gym. Seriously, this is something I really need to consider, and it is, and you can say, I really don't want to follow in my parents' footsteps health-wise. That's partly why. And I guess 3 is, I want to say, getting back into doing reviews. But that's kind of the tricky part because I'm still kind of going through a bit of a creative block, and I'm trying to get out of that. But one of the things I'm going to have to look into, and this is something I'm going to wait until I get more work, and that's, what was it? Because I'm looking at a camera that's like 500 fucking bucks, but it's meant to fucking do its job. Actually, is that camera even still on Best Buy? Because that's actually where I found it. Give me a minute. Are they still selling it? Because that is where I'm getting my fucking camera. Cameras and camcorders. Yeah, I saw a Canon one. Is it still there? I'm not getting a $1,000 fucking camera. Fuck that shit. Okay. 4K camera? Is that what it was? I saw one that... Yep, there we go. Yeah, I found one that's like $500. And it's Canon. It's a Canon brand camera. But what I want to know is... where can I get the sound? Oh, wait, yeah, okay, so there is a mic feature, so if I wanted to plug in a mic, I could. Yeah, but it's a camera I'm kind of looking into. And, according to... yeah, it's got a video resolution of 4K. And hopefully it fucking works. Actually, hold on. Does it have 60 frames per second? Maximum video... oh, up to 120. Okay, but I can do either, really. Yeah, that's the kind of camera I'm looking into. Yeah, and I know that's an expensive camera, but I need something that has good fucking quality. That's what I'm looking into. Yeah, and I know that's a fucking costly camera, but you know, yeah, I want to get one at some point. Again, I'll have to check my balance before I even consider getting it. I would say if my let's just say if my balance is up to a certain point, fuck it, I'll go for it. But I'm not going to address what it is because when it comes to finances, I like to be secretive about it. You know, it's not wise to share how much that one owns. Just saying. But yeah, those are some things I'm intending to do. You can say those are my resolutions. That's it. Just 3. Just those 3. I'll leave it at that. What was it? Fuck, what was the fucking thing I said? Gym camera. No. Oh, for fuck's sake, what did I fucking say? Damn, it's been a long day. I just... Hitting the gym. Sorry, I'm just a little tired. I want to go to... And I do plan on going to bed soon. It's just... Oh, yeah, the passport. Okay, so yeah, passport, hitting the gym, and getting back to doing reviews. But that means... But I need to get a camera first before I even look into it. But, look, I got other expenses I need to focus on first before I even consider getting a camera. But I also need to kind of watch out on my finances, too, because, again, my workload's kind of a little down to start in January, so hopefully it climbs back up. But, you know, a bit seriously, I'm kind of hoping spring comes so that way I can look forward to the Mariner season again. Because I like to come back there. I mean, the job paid well. So. Yeah. So anyway, that is going to do it for this Twitch channel for the year 2023. Here's hoping 2024 is a better year. But, you know, I'm just going to go with the flow, see what happens. You know, honestly, I can hope for the best. But, you know, shit'll happen. Although, I mean, let's not kid ourselves. November is going to be something. Depending on how things go. I don't want to go into too much detail on that. I'm just saying, like, the usual shit that happens with election season's gonna come, and, well, buckle your seatbelts when election season comes. That's all I'm gonna say, because I'm sure conversation regarding that is gonna be civil. Who am I kidding? Look, there's still some fucking behavioral problems that the U.S. needs to fucking get, fucking solve. Because, yeah. Because, let's just say the insanity of some people has been going on for the last couple of years. I know this seems like a downer thing to say as I'm about to sign off, but it's just that, look, I'm hoping next year is better, but look, I'm just going to be rational. There's no guarantee it's going to be a 100% good year. Look, I'm just going to hope for the best. And just, take things as they go. That's about it. But anyway, 2023, quite an eventful year. For me, definitely had its ups and downs. Again, the new PC, the highlight. The low point was my mom's passing. So, yeah. So, yeah. Well, farewell to 2023. And here's to 2024, hoping for the best. Until next time, take care.